Number 31. 2-point charges 10 centimeters apart exert a force of 625 times 10 raised to negative 3 dynes on each other. If the charge are of the same value, what is the charge in stat columns? So, unang-una, sige, lista natin yung given. There are a distance between the two charges, 10 centimeters. Yung force na na-exert nila to each other is 625 times 10 raised to negative 3 dynes. And then the charge are of the same value, yung dalawang charges, therefore Q1 is equal to Q2. So ito yung tinatanong. So sa electrostatic natin, di ba, at CGS, since, sige, ang force natin sa electrostatic, that is Q1, KQ1, Q2 over R squared. So in CGS, since nasa CGS units yung mga choices tsaka yung given, ang K nga natin dyan is 1. So kung ang force natin is 625 times 10 raised to negative 3 dynes, that is the CGS unit of the force, that is equal to 1. And then Q times Q square, dahil parehas nga na Q yung dalawang charges natin. And the distance between them is 10, so raised to 2. So solving for the Q now, that is 625 times 10 raised to negative 3 times R, and then square root of the answer. 7.906. 7.906 stat column. Letter B. Number 33. A soft iron ring is wound with a coil of 600 turns. Diretso na natin, no? Given the number of turns 600, the current through the coil is decreased from 12 to 8.25. So therefore, there is a change in current, DI. So the final value is 8.25 minus the initial value na 12 amperes. And then also, there is a change in flux. The final value, 960. The initial value is 965 microweber. Calculate the self-inductance. So, di ba yung change in current natin, tsaka yung change in flux, and also kung meron tayong L and N, na i-relate natin yan sa E. Unang-una, yung elite. Diba? This is DI over DT. And also, sabi nga natin, yung E natin, equal din naman yan sa E, or equal din, ginagamit din naman natin yung E nat. So, therefore, yung E natin, equal din yan sa number of turns times the change in flux over the change in time. So, yung equation natin na to. Ano ang hinahanap? Solving for L. If we are going to solve for L, isolate natin siya. So therefore, that is N. Sige, ito na lang. Ay, nasa taas, the change in flux with respect to time. And syempre, i-cross multiply nga natin yung change in current with respect to time. Diba? Para ma-isolate nga natin yung L. So magka-cancel na dito yung change in time. So the number of turns now is 600. So, i-multiply na lang natin yung sa numerator tsaka denominator na una. Ang numerator natin is the change in flux na 960 minus 965. And be careful, this is micro, kaya dapat merong times 10 raised to negative 6. And then sa ating current naman, yung change in current is 8.25 minus 12. So, this is our answer now in Henry. 600 times the fraction na 960 minus 965 times 10 raised to negative 6 over 8.25 minus 12. So this is in Henry. 8 times 10 raised to negative 4 times 10 raised to negative 4 Henry. So ang choices natin are in milli, raised to negative 3. So that is 0.8. 0.8 millihenries. So letter C. Next, number 33. An 8-meter long conductor is carrying a current of 3.6 amperes and is situated at a right angle to a field of flux density 0.95 Tesla. What is the force on the conductor? So given. Una, yung length, 8 meters current, 3.6 amperes, situated at a right angle, so there is a theta. Flux density, 0.95 Tesla. So nagtatanong na ng force, direct substitution sa F bill sin theta. Yung flux natin already in SI unit, the current in SI unit na din. Yung length natin also in SI unit, sin 90. And sin 90 is 1. So wag na natin isama, no? 0.95 times 3.6 times 8. This is 27.36 newtons. Letter B. Next, number 34. Which statement is true? Letter D. Magnetic flux do not have source or sinks. Number 35. Two equal positive point charges, ayan, yung Q, 2.47 microcoulomb, 6 meters apart sila, 0.6. So, sulat na natin, no? So, meron tayong dalawang charges. Yung Q nila is parehas na 2.47 microcoulomb. Ayan. The distance between them is 0.6 meters. So, nag-interact sila sa isang third point, ito, and this third point naman, which is Q, sabihin natin Q, na kung saan ang kanyang charge is 4 microcoulomb, so kung kanina 2.47, ito daw is 4. Ang distance daw ng Q na to is 0.5 sa dalawa. 0.5 dito, also dito din naman 0.5. So, tinatanong, what is the force experienced by the Q? Ito, what is the force experienced by the Q? Siyempre, di ba, meron tayong force kapag charges, kapag like charge, force of repulsion, and kapag opposite charge, force of attraction. So, dahil yung mga charges natin, they are all positive. So, sa Q natin, magre-repel siya. Una, dito sa sabihin natin charge number 1 na lang, this is charge number 2, and this is charge number 3. So, nandito yung force. Ito yung force na may experience ng Q natin with respect to the first charge. Diba? So, ito yung 4 microcoulomb. So, ito yung unang force. Diba? Lalayo siya dito. Lalayo siya sa charge number 1 natin kasi repulsion. Sabihin natin force 1, 3. And also, kung yung charge number 2 naman yung i-consider natin, dito naman pupunta yung Q natin, force 2, 3. Kasi magre-repel siya sa charge number 2. So therefore, kung kukunin natin yung F net, yung net force natin sa ating Q, di ba, yung point Q natin, that is the F13 plus the force 23. So, kung iiwalay natin yung Q natin, ito yon. This is the F23, ito naman yung F13, and dapat alam natin yung angle between them. Kasi sa summation of forces, yan, kailangan yan ng direction or ng angle. So, dahil meron tayong theta dito, which is also the theta dito, di ba, sa ating vertical angles, paano natin makukuha yung theta? So, let us use cosine law. So, the opposite side, 0.6 raised to 2. Yung dalawang side ng triangle, 0.5 raised to 2 plus 0.5 raised to 2 minus 2, 0.5 times 0.5 cosine of the theta na hinahanap natin dito. So, if we are going to solve for theta, so I think maikli na lang yung time natin. Susulat ko na lang 73.74 degrees. So, ito yon, 73.74 degrees. And ilet natin na si F13 yung reference. So, para hindi tayo mahirapan sa ating susunod na solution. So, kung ang reference na natin is si F13, siya na yung mag-angle 0. So, ito yung F13 natin, angle 0. And this is 73.74, which is F23. So, ulitin lang natin ha. We are solving for the F net, which is F13 plus si F23. And since sa electrostatic force natin, yung F is 9 times 10 raised to 9, Q1, Q2 over R square. So, in SI to, di ba? In SI unit, kasi newtons yung nasa forces natin. So, solving for the F net, that is, unahin natin yung F13. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9, ano yung Q1? 2.47 micro. Next, so sino yung pangalawa? Siyempre dito tayo, yung 4. Diba? Silang dalawa yung involved, si 1 tsaka si 3. So, yung charge ni 3 is 4 micro divided by what is the distance between 1 and 3? 0.5 raised to 2. Siya yung mayroong angle 0 dahil siya yung reference natin. Next, dito naman tayo sa F23. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9. Yung pangalawa natin is 2.47. And ganun din, di ba? Si 3 natin, si charge number 3, 4 micro. So, take note of the micro kasi isasama siya sa calculator. So, micro. And then 4 micro. Divided by the distance between them, still 0.5 raised to 2. Pero ito meron na siyang angle na 73.74. So, solving for the F net here, ito siya. 9 times 10 raised to 9, 0.47 micro times 4 micro over 0.5 square. I-add natin, so wala na angle, angle 0. 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 2.47 micro times 4 micro and then 0.5 raised to 2. Ito merong angle na 73.74. Sorry, hindi ako complex mode. So kung isosolve natin yan, that is 0.569 angle 36.87 newtons. Letter D. So next, number 36. Determine the mutual inductance. So kapag unity coupled, so from the word unity, that is 1 para sa K. The L1 is 6, the L2 is 8. So direct substitution, solve na natin agad yung mutual inductance. That is 1 square root of 6 times 8 This is 6.928 henries. O, ito dapat yung answer niyo. So, either 7, either 6.9, 6.93. Number 37. What is the force between a point charge of 2 times 10 raised to negative 5 coulomb and another 3 times 10 raised to negative 6 coulomb when they are 10 centimeters apart in a vacuum? So from the given, yung unang charge natin, number 1, 2 times 10 raised to negative 5 coulomb. And then the Q number 2 is 3 times 10 raised to negative 6 coulomb naman. The distance between them is 10 centimeters apart in a vacuum. So, magagamit tayo dito ng SI units. Solving for the electrostatic force in SI unit, that is 9 times 10 raised to 9, Q1, Q2 over the distance between them na nakakari sa 2. So, this is 9 times 10 raised to 9. The Q1 is 2 times 10 raised to negative 5. So, bakit SI ang ginamit? Kasi nakakulog yung charges natin. The Q2 is 3 times 10 raised to negative 6 divided by, so ito ang magbabago. So, 10 centimeters, gawin muna natin siyang meter. So, in 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters raised to 2. So, our answer dito will be the SI unit of force na Newton. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9, 2 times 10 raised to negative 5, and then 3 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, over 10 over 100 na naka-square. So, 54 newtons. And this 54 newtons, wala yan sa choices kasi naka-kilogram. And this is equal to mg. Therefore, yung mass natin, kunin na lang natin yung mass, 54 over 9.81 in kilogram. So 5.505. 5.505 kilograms. Letter B. Number 38. So, ilista natin agad na lang yung given. So, an air core toroidal coil has number of turns 120. Length na 12 centimeters. So, nagtatanong ng current. To set up a flux 1.2244 times 10 raised to negative 6 Weber. And then the cross-sectional area is 12 square centimeters. So kung nagtatanong yan ng current, and ang problem natin is about electromagnetics, di ba? From our problem, mukha naman siyang electromagnetics. Gamitin natin yung relationship na L Noy. Di ba? L Noy. So that when we are going to solve for the current, that is N flux over L. And wala tayong direct value ni L, meron lang tayong N at saka yung flux. So, kailangan natin mag-isip ng formula na mayroong L. So, yung mom run, diba? Yung mom run raised to 2 over L. Therefore, solving for the current now, that will become the NO. Yung L natin, papalitan natin ng mom run over L. Substitute natin dito sa pinakababa. So, yung N natin is 120. The flux, 1.2244 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, SI unit dapat. And then, yung mu-O natin, constant number 33. That is an air core. Kaya, 1 yung ano natin, relative R, relative mu. Yung area natin, 12 square centimeters must be converted into an SI unit, a meter. So 1 meter over 100 centimeter raised to 2. And then the number of turns, 120 raised to 2. Yung length naman is 12 centimeters. 12 centimeters, and this must be converted also into meters. So, eto na yung direct value nung I natin. So, diniretso na natin. 120 times 1.2244 times 10 raised to negative 6. The denominator is the constant number 33 times yung 12 na nakadivide sa 100 square. Tapos, nakamultiply naman yung 120 square. Tapos, sa denominator ulit, merong 12 over 100. So, 0.8119. 0.8119 amperes. Letter C. Next, number 39. So, lista ulit natin sa ating given. There are two equally charged spheres. So, kung meron tayong Q1, equal din yan sa Q2 na nagre-repel to each other with a force of 0.2 kilograms. Kung ang kanilang distance between each other is 20 centimeters, what is the charge of each? So, tinatanong dito, what is the Q1 and Q2? So, dito pa rin tayo sa F is equal to K Q1 Q2 over R square. Since the force is in kilogram, we can convert this into the SI unit ng Newton. So, times 9.81 natin. And the K sa SI unit is 9 times 10 raised to 9. We are looking for the two values of Q or yung parehas na Q natin. Kaya yung Q natin, times lang natin sa Q. Kasi parehas nga. And the distance between them, 20. So, kailangan ito ng conversion into SI. In 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters na naka-raise sa 2. So, shift solve lang naman ito. Solving for the Q. This is 2.953 times 10 raised to negative 6 coulomb. Ang answer natin, letter C. Wala naman kasing 3, di ba? Next, number 40. Balista na kagad natin yung given. So there is a first capacitor, 12 microfarad, and then naka-charge siya sa first voltage source natin na 500 volts. And then another capacitor, so that will be number 2, 6 microfarads. Naka-charge din naman siya sa another voltage source na 250 volts. And these capacitors are connected in parallel. So what will be the total potential difference of the combination? So since pinag-uusapan natin dito ang charge, pinag-usapan nga natin dito, nag-charge, tapos may capacitance and then voltage. So, gagamitin pa din natin dito yung Q is equal to CE. And if we are going to find for the total voltage, so kung total yan, dapat total charge over total capacitance. And sa ating parallel capacitors, ano ang relationship or paano natin kino-combine yung mga charges at saka yung ating capacitance. So, unang-una sa charge, additive pa din. Q1 plus Q2 plus and so on. Diba? And then, kung kanina sa series, nandoon yung negative 1. So, nasa parallel na kasi tayo, additive na lang din ito kasi parallel na nga. Plus C2. So therefore, yung E-total natin will be, since dalawang capacitance lang naman yung involved dito, dalawang capacitors. So ang Q-total natin is the Q1 plus Q2, tama? And then yung total capacitance naman natin is C1 plus C2, kasi nga dalawa. And by using the product of C and E para sa Q, diba? Ito, gamitin natin tong part na to. Yung Q1 natin, that is the C1, the 12 microfarad, and the voltage number 1 is 500. Tapos, ang Q number 2 naman is 6 micro, tapos 250. I-divide lang natin by the C1, 12 micro, plus the C2, 6 micro. Ito yung answer natin. 12 micro times 500 plus 6 micro times 250 over 12 micro plus 6 micro. 416.67 volts. O letter A. Sige. Hindi ko alam nakakailang oras na ako. Tuloy natin, number 41. Two coils in a network are positioned such that sa ating given, there is 100% coupling. The key is 1. If the first inductance is 9 millihenry, tapos yung mutual inductance naman is 6 millihenries, what is the L2? Direct substitution pa rin naman ito. Diretsuhin na natin, no? The mutual inductance na 6 millihenry, that is equal to the coupling, 1, and then square root of the first inductance natin, 9 millihenries. And then we are looking for the second. So, i-shift solve nyo lang ito. Yung ating L2 will be 4 millihenries.